Scorpio, how's it going? I accidentally deleted 5 of my April readings, and yours was one of them. Oh, and I realized I forgot to say the moons in April to the last 2 signs I did. On April 12th, there's a new moon in Aries, and Scorpio, you have your full moon on April 27th. So this is this could be, more significant for you guys. So even though I deleted the reading and I didn't write down, except for like one sign, I didn't write down the cards I'd pulled. I do have my channeling, so I'm going to read that while I get some cards out here. So, okay, my pencil broke when I was channeling your reading. I remember this now. Oh, I saw this, and that's a good one. Leo. The sun for Scorpio. So my pencil broke, and I remember instead of just taking the bottom lead out, or I guess it's graphite, I kind of shoved it back and then modified how I was writing and tried to modify myself, and still use it as is. But it was only a matter of time until I pushed too hard. I forgot and that it will break again because I was dealing with the symptom and not the underlying cause. There comes a point in time where you have to ask yourself, can I live with this or not? If it is someone else's behavior, there's nothing you can do to change them if they really don't want to change. If it is you, I see some of you really challenging yourself to change, putting your money where your mouth is. So there's a bit of one bit of caution I saw in that was not, and this just came out for Virgo, is not to. Some people get into relationships or situations, any kind of relationships, whether they're romantic or friendships or family, and they try to assimilate or incorporate themselves or meld themselves, morph themselves to fit into another person's life and really lose themselves. Now, could that be that could be for a whole bunch of different reasons. But, and sometimes people may feel like, hey, sorry, a whole bunch of cards came out. Hey, you owe me. You know what I mean? So this could be vice versa. Hey, you owe me because I gave up all these things for you. And yes, sometimes you have conversations about that ahead of time, but sometimes each person is just assuming the other person gets it and sees that and understands that, but each person has a different understanding or thoughts about the situation. So something like that, like something that was unclear, the root of the problem you got 2 here. The root cause, the root reasons, I think were based in assumptions, and so there may be sort of a heart-to-heart, and the sun is very illuminating, right? It's bringing things out into the open, shining light on something. There's a real feeling of surrender. She's really opening, with her hands thrown back and just opening herself up to seeing things. What do we have here? 6 of Cups. Children can be involved. It could have ties to your childhood. So sometimes, people are brought up in very different homes and environments. And things get baked in that we don't even understand are baked in. Like the feeling of the house and how things flow in our family. Lots of times we just assume that's the way it is in everyone's family. And so you can see how someone's bringing all this experience and assumptions, and this is the way it is, and everyone thinks this. And the other person's bringing in all of their assumptions and experiences. But there's a lot of assuming going on. And if you've never really had a good conversation, honest, open conversation, resentment can build up because you can think of how could they do that? They know, or I don't know, whatever. There just can be a real miscommunication because of all these assumptions being made. So again, that could be rooted in childhood. This is also, hey, I just want the simple things in life. Like I'm happy to just sit on a beach and stare at the water and appreciate those simple things. I don't, sometimes when you're younger, especially, but I want the big house. I want this. I want the career. I want all these external check boxes. And some situations may bring it back to, you know what, if I just can be able to go to the beach a couple times a year and just sit there and enjoy, or if I can live near water of some kind, if I can just appreciate the sun when it comes out on a sunny day, then I'm good. Then I'm good. So bring it back to to simpler times. Nine of Swords is insomnia. It's up stressing about things. It's a lot of just negative thinking, overactive thinking, obsessive thinking. And again, a lot of this is about the stories we've created in our heads and our brain trying to make sense in a way that works for us, or our mind can be really negative and spiral into negative things and go that worst case scenario thinking. The Page of Wands for me is kind of connecting back to that sun, and it's saying, you got to do something about it. Just staying up at night worrying and thinking you're going to worry something into a solution. There's a time you have to take action. And so I see with the sun coming in here, that sun card, it's something is motivating you to sort of shift from anxiety and worry about something to kind of flipping it and think, no, I'm going to move on, or I'm going to take action. I'm going to focus on something else that inspires me and fills me with positive energy. Life is short. I'm going to appreciate the simple things. Oh, this one was left on the table, so why don't we do that? Clear quartz. Are you trying to gain clarity? Do things seem hazy and dark right now? Is your path unclear or certain? So that's that Nine of Swords energy. Go within to see the positive in all circumstances. Focus on the matter at hand. Maintain loving thoughts surrounding your current life situation. Angel of Clarity. So the clarity is really this sun card, and seeing positive circumstances. That's sort of the Six of Cups is positive, seeing things positively for the most part. Sorry, what is that? Oh, my screen report. Let's see. I was down. I see my life situation clearly and from a greater perspective. I am focused in all that I do. I'm lovingly conscious in every action I take. I proceed with a greater understanding of what is required of me. What do you desire? Yeah, exactly. What do you want? Voicing that. Okay, I'm not reading. You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they rush into your life as if by magic. Yeah, it's like I feel like there was some unspoken bargain made, or something where maybe you had given something up for another, and you really felt like, and probably are right, that like, hey, I did all of these things. When are you gonna do me a solid? And that person's like, what? You agreed to that. I couldn't help that my job was in this city. You agreed to come, and you're gonna hold that over my head now? Something like that. Um, but it makes you realize that you need to make a decision based on what you want and what decisions you can live with. Okay. All right, Scorpio. Thank you. Take care. Bye.